Hey everybody, it's Angelo with Angelo's Workbench. Welcome back to video number 4 in the Foose Ford FD100 build. In this video, we are going to finish up the rolling chassis by putting those beautiful wheels and tires on. They are gorgeous in this kit. And then we're going to do the interior, and then get started on stripping the chrome off of the body parts, bumpers, grills, that kind of stuff, and painting them in the graphite color. We'll get started here straight away by installing the front suspension, and then roll into the remainder of the chassis. When I come across a kit with the axles, what I like to do is exactly what you see here. I use a small hammer, and I'm using very gentle light taps. Note that this is sped up 2 times speed to keep the video short. I use very light gentle taps, and then I can tell by the feedback on the hammer and the sound on the workbench exactly when that axle bottoms out and I stop tapping. And it's a very gentle light tap. This way, I never break any of the axles, or it gives me less of a chance of damaging the chassis of the car. And there we have the rolling chassis. I love when kits have a rolling chassis like this. It's one of the reasons why the Monogram 39 Chevy is such a favorite kit of mine. Is it has such a nice rolling chassis with that 427 Chevy. And I really like these rolling chassis. And this kit is no different. With the extra detail and those beautiful wheels, this kit really looks the part. Now let's shift gears into the interior. I've painted the interior a flat gray, and I'm using the decals that were included in the kit. Again, this kit included a lot of really great decals. And so first I'm going to detail paint the speaker. There are speaker grills mounted in the door, and you want to try and be as careful as you can with this, but the decal does have a hole cut out and is going to cover any possible brush misstrokes you might have, but you should still try to get it as close as you can. But once the decals are on, you'll see in a few minutes that the interior builds up very nicely and looks great. Before we finish off the interior, those decals are curing in the dehydrator while I'm putting this decal on. It also includes a decal for the bed. And I thought about masking it off and doing it in a wood and aluminum, but the decal looks really good. So I put the decal on, and I figured if I didn't like how it looked, I would take it off. But the decal came out great. It went on easy, and so I kept it. So I just noticed that that I had the shocks on wrong, the rear shocks. I did not notice that there is a small notched out space for these rear shocks. What I had done is I had swung them around and put them on the other way and attached them to the frame, when in reality they have their own mounting space also in the frame. It was kind of weird because in the instructions it showed one of them angled this way, but then the other one looked like it was angled the other way. So I thought it was just a problem with the drawing, but no, it was a problem with me. So this has been corrected now, and I have repaired and repainted the section of the frame. It's still wet, where I had glued, so that will disappear once that cures. It will all be the same uniform black, and so now that is ready to go, and that is the correct shock geometry, because again there is a small notch in the top of the frame for the rear shock, and I was able to get them off and fix it. So done deal. Now it's time to get these door decals on. I'm first applying micro set to the door, and I'm applying the decal now. Then after I get it all smoothed out and I like the way it's placed, I will put micro set on it, which softens the decal, and micro sol. I will put micro sol on it, and that will soften the decal up quite a bit. Then what I do while the micro sol is curing is I pop the panel into the dehydrator, and the extra heat and dehydrating action helps the decal really stick to the plastic. It makes it almost sucks it down onto the plastic and makes it look like it was actually a painted part. So micro set underneath the decal, micro sol on top after you've got it where you like it, and then into the dehydrator, and you end up with decals that look like this. You can see all of the intricate seat pattern on the seat. You can see all of the intricate detail pattern in the plastic, the molded in detail through the decal on the door. And that's really where you want to be with these decals. And these were great decals to work with, and it resulted in a great looking interior, including even on the dash. There's a stripe that goes across the dash. That's a decal. That looks great. And here we have a look at the final interior. Again, it's a flat gray with the factory kit decals installed, and I think it came out great. The interior is clean, it looks the part, and it goes really good with the yellow, I think. So I don't really want any chrome on my kit, so I'm using Easy Off oven cleaner, and you'll notice I'm in my spray booth, and I'm using a disposable Chinese food container. I can't say enough good things about disposable Chinese food containers. They come in handy for so many things. The Easy Off is no joke, so you want to wear a respirator. I probably should be wearing a glove, and you want to use it in your spray booth. You want, because the fumes are horrible. So once you spray the parts with the oven cleaner, you want to snap that lid on or enclose it somehow. It makes the oven cleaner work a little better. And the oven cleaner's no joke. It'll take that chrome off in 5 minutes. And before you know it, you've got bare plastic parts that you then have to wash very thoroughly. I use a toothbrush and soap and water, and I scrub them really good with the toothbrush. I rinse them really good. The oven cleaner is hard to get off. You need to wash the parts thoroughly, and then dry them thoroughly, and then they're ready for painting in whatever color you want. Sometimes I even strip the kit chrome if the kit chrome isn't really that great, and I'll re-chrome it with Molotow or something else. But in this case, I really wanted the flat graphite. I wanted to pull that color in from the wheels. So all of the bumpers, the grill that were chrome, are being done in the flat graphite, as you can see here. The same exact flat graphite from the wheels, and it ties the whole color scheme in together, I think. Choosing different color schemes is one of my favorite parts of building these model cars. And look at this kit. I've gone with a bright yellow. The box art was black. You don't have to do the box art. You can do it anything you want. I didn't like the kit chrome. I wanted to tie the color in with the wheels. So the sky's the limit when you're building these model kits. You can paint them any color you want. Make it look any way you want. It's your model. And with the painting of this rear bumper, that's going to wrap up video number 4. Come on back for video number 5 in the Revell Foose Ford FD100 build, and we're going to finish the kit. So if you like what you see, go ahead and click that subscribe button in the upper left-hand corner. Also, feel free to check out some other of my videos and playlists from around the channel. We're over 100 videos now on Angelo's Workbench. I've got how-tos, I've got kit reviews, I've got whole builds. So come on back and join us. Thank you for tuning in to Angelo's Workbench.